So while the band is getting set up to present our show to you, I'll mention that all of those rudiments that you saw being performed, the block with the different movements, marching, adding music to the block, drop spins and flag technique, those rudiments get integrated into the show and they become artistic elements. The same way that, training in something like figure skating, where you have certain kind of rudimental skills and elements that you would learn, and then they need to be incorporated into a figure skating performance, which should, in the end, be aesthetic, right? It should be something that is expressive and artistic. This functions in a very similar manner for us. We spend a lot of time at band camp working on the fundamentals and the rudiments so that we can then achieve as high a level of performance as we can over the course of the season. And if this were figure skating or gymnastics, we are a program that has a very high degree of difficulty built into our program. In fact, as high a degree of difficulty as any band in the state of New Jersey or this part of the East Coast. So when we achieve our rudimentary and fundamental sort of skills really well, and then are able to implement them, the result can be very dramatic for us, and it's something that we're very proud of. What I'm going to do now, and actually I wanted to mention this before we played the show, because I think it's the first time I'm able to say this. We actually have our high school principal, Mr. Melchor, here with us this evening. And in the 26 years that I've worked with this marching band, I think it's the first time that we've had our high school principal here for our preview. And I can't tell you how much that means to myself and to the students. So I felt it had to be mentioned because it's very important, and it's something that means the world to us. So thank you. What we're going to present to you, our show is in three parts. There are three movements from Aaron Copland's ballet, Rodeo, Buckaroo Holiday, which is the first movement, Saturday Night Waltz, which is the third movement, and Hoedown, which might be the one you recognize the best, which is the fourth movement. We're not playing the second movement, which is called Chorale Nocturne, leaving that one out. We only have about 8.5 minutes to perform, so it's kind of a miracle we were able to get the other three in, honestly. We're doing sections of each of those three, and you're going to see over the course of the season the story that we tell. But I'll just start off by saying it's sort of it takes you on a journey that starts at sunset, kind of on the farm, and then we end up at night at sort of a local dance in the dance hall or local barn, and then it takes us through sunrise the next morning with the Hoedown. So it sort of takes us through time over the course of the show in the three movements. And that'll make a lot more sense when you see the flags and the costuming and the prop pieces on the field. But hopefully you get a little bit of that idea. So sunset, nighttime, and sunrise. For the sunset, it's going to be a short sunset this evening. We're doing about the first half of part one. And because we're playing off music stands, we're just reading it, and we're not marching at all. So part one, we're just going to see a little bit of it, and then we're going to march and play parts 2 and 3. And the guard will be integrated into part 3, doing some of their visual elements. So you'll see things will build in as we go. So this is part 1 of Aaron Copland's Rodeo, which is called Buckaroo Holiday. And I can say, this is very exciting, this is the public debut of our 2016 field program, the 2016 Beverage Marching Band. mention, you heard our part 1 mellophone soloist, Jesse Dorderbell. And you heard our part 1 trumpet soloist, Daniel Nathanson. Maybe just give us a moment. Got to get set on the field for parts 2 and 3.